Hey, I'm Rusto Brzezinski, professional guide and outfitter. My business is called Montana Dream Fishing Outfitters. I'm a fishing outfitter. I'm not a builder. I'm not a construction guy at all. But this winter, on my off season, we figured we would try to save a little bit of money and finish up some things, some projects that we were going to get to eventually. And those projects would be bathrooms. A couple years ago, we bought this house. We remodeled pretty much the entire house, and I have a video of that. If you want to check it out on my the Montana Dream YouTube channel, you can do that. But anyway, we had a couple things left, like 2 bathrooms, and this winter we decided to do one of the bathrooms. Now, one of the reasons, or the probably main reason that somebody does a DIY project themselves, is to save money and to update some things that were just done really cheaply when the house was built. As you can see, there's a cheap countertop, linoleum floors, there's an insert tub and a shower there. We were going to change all that stuff, and we did. We did save some money, but I will say, given my lack of knowledge and some mistakes that I made, we also spend a little bit more money than I would like to as well. Just check out the video, and hopefully you guys learned something from it. As you can see, I have my winter coat going. A couple extra pounds in the old spare tire there. And the other thing that you can see is I'm really good at tearing stuff apart. Almost too good, and if you don't watch out, you might be spending time fixing walls, the opposite wall that you're not trying to damage. You might be fixing that. So again, we're trying to save money here, right? You don't think of certain things when you're tearing a tub out, but one of those things I wish I would have thought of is how to get the drain detached from the pipe, the drain pipe. If I had this little tool, which a plumber loaned me this tool kind of after the fact, told me I probably should have used this. Had I had this tool, I would have saved myself a couple $100. If you have one of these houses that was manufactured quick and kind of on the cheap, you're going to have a fiberglass insert for a tub and a shower that is never going to come out in one piece, so just deal with it. I went and grabbed a Sawzall and just went to town. Alright, so day 1, a little bit of a challenge, getting that tub out of there. Spent a lot of time on the tub, to be fair. Spent a lot of time on the tub. And there you have it, day 2. Pretty much stripped down to the studs. So all the garbage went out the back door onto the deck. You might want to have a better plan for garbage. Some of the things about this project I just wasn't comfortable doing myself. If you look, there were some boxes, some light boxes and some fixtures that, just the boxes that were roughed in, and I hired out an electrician to do that for sure. But I did wind up putting in the switches and the lights myself. Wall texturing. Rented a sprayer. Probably won't do that again. It's probably going to be left up to the pros. So we replaced the original bathtub and shower insert with just a normal tub, and then built a wall around it that we were going to tile. I was told to use Red Guard to seal off the wall in the shower, and let me just say that Red Guard is no joke. Probably spent 3 or 4 hours cleaning off Red Guard from our brand new tub. My new favorite tool, by the way, is an angle grinder. Alright, so here's another huge hiccup that cost me quite a bit of time. I know better, but when I was putting the tile up, I was thinking that I would center on both walls, and then work my way around and meet up in the middle somehow. The grout lines didn't match up. I wound up tearing down all of that tile and starting over. As you can see, the tile's down, the floor tiling is down. What we used was the mosaic, those tiles on the mesh. It's supposed to save you some time. It's kind of a pain in the butt too though, because if you have too much thin set down, that thin set will squirt up in between the tiles and the mesh, and then you got a lot of work to get that stuff out of the cracks. One of the tools that I think is a great tool for this though, what I have is a Dremel, and having a little bit of a grinder, a little blade on there, you can get in between those cracks. Was definitely saved some time for me.
Oh no! God, oh. That sucks.
This was an absolute bummer. Just trying to rush things, got in a hurry, cranked too tight on the bolts, had to buy a new toilet. So here's the deal. Again, I'm not a plumber. I'm not a construction guy, so soldering copper pipes together, not my forte, a little bit nerve-wracking. However, the fixtures or the faucet that was in the tub originally. Just one of those cheap ones that you just tighten the little Allen wrench on. Nowadays, if you get anything that's even worth crap, it's got a threaded, there's a threaded nozzle, and you have to have a threaded nipple on the end of your pipe. I didn't know that, and had I known that before I put up the walls, I probably could have addressed that, and now here I am soldering pipes together. And don't forget to put that little cap over your pipe. I don't even know what it's called, but it goes on before you put the shower head on. Now, where I probably could have saved the most time on this remodel is just not losing seriously. It was late at night, I'm trying to put all this together, I want to get this thing done. And somehow, 2 little screws that hold this fixture to the wall disappeared. And I'm convinced that there's a freaking ghost in this house just messing with me, because after that, there was another little piece to that valve that just disappeared. And this is just a tiny little bathroom, doors closed, I can't find it. I'm telling you, it had to have been a ghost. And all this project probably took about 2 months to complete. It would have been a lot less had we had the materials at the house. We ordered the fixtures online. We had to order a couple mirrors. All that stuff took time to get here, and some of it was back ordered. So to be fair, even though it took us a couple months to finish the project, it would have been a lot less had that stuff been here on time. So not too bad. Couple months, live to tell about it. The next project will be, I'm guessing it's going to be a lot easier. We do have one more project left in this house.